The legend of Maki Zenin is a heavy, blood-soaked epic of a woman who was born in the dirt and rose to become a god of destruction, a transformation so violent it shook the very foundations of the sorcery world. For decades, the Zenin Clan sat on their thrones of gold and cursed energy, preaching that power was a birthright and that Maki was a failure because she possessed the vision to see curses but lacked the energy to fight them like a proper sorcerer. They treated her like a servant, a stain on their lineage, and a ghost in her own home. But their greatest mistake was their arrogance. They never understood that Maki was a ticking time bomb of pure physical evolution. Her father, Ogi Zenin, was the embodiment of this rot, a man so consumed by his own shadow that he blamed his daughters for his failure to become the clan head. In a final desperate act of cruelty, he dragged a beaten Maki and a dying Mai to the discipline pit, a pitch-black chamber teeming with swarms of Grade 2 curses, intended to be their tomb. He looked his children in the eye and felt nothing but disgust, leaving them to be torn apart by monsters. But in that darkness, the laws of the universe broke. Because twins are tied together by a singular soul in the world of Jujutsu, Mai's presence was a literal anchor, holding Maki back. As long as Mai had cursed energy, Maki could never be free. With a heartbreaking smile, Mai sacrificed her life to forge a weapon, taking every last drop of cursed energy with her into the grave. In that instant, Maki's heavenly restriction reached its terrifying apex. The leash snapped. Every cell in Maki's body was rewritten by the universe to compensate for having zero cursed energy. She became a zero, a phantom that the world's barriers couldn't detect and that no sorcerer could track. She stepped out of that pit not as a girl, but as a force of nature, a physical titan whose strength, speed, and durability surpassed human comprehension. She was the second coming of Toji Fushiguro, the Sorcerer Killer who once nearly killed the strongest man alive. The Zenin Clan had only continued to exist because Toji found them too boring to bother wiping out. But Maki had a promise to keep to her sister: destroy everything. The massacre that followed was a high-octane, adrenaline-fueled nightmare for the Zenin. Maki didn't just fight, she erased. She moved through the elite Hei unit, the strongest warriors the clan had to offer, as if they were statues frozen in time. She was a blur of silver and crimson, her movements so efficient and her strikes so heavy that she was shattering bones through reinforced armor. When she faced her father, Ogi, the man who thought he was a king, she didn't just defeat him, she humiliated his entire philosophy. He saw the shadow of Toji Fushiguro standing behind her and realized too late that the disgrace he tried to kill was now the apex predator of the Jujutsu world. She cleaved through him and his pride in a single, lightning-fast motion, leaving him to die in the very dirt he tried to bury her in. But the true weight of her transformation came when she found her mother. To Maki, her mother was the final link to the cycle of abuse, a woman who chose the safety of the clan's shadow over the lives of her own daughters. By killing her mother, Maki wasn't just committing a crime, she was performing a ritualistic purging of the Zenin name. She tore out the roots so the tree could never grow back. She moved through the estate like a divine executioner. Her senses so heightened, she could hear the heartbeat of a man hiding 3 rooms away and feel the vibration of a blade cutting the air before it even moved. She was bigger than life, a towering figure of vengeance who stood amidst the flaming ruins of her past, drenched in the blood of the elites who thought they were gods. She proved that the Zenin's perfect world was nothing but a house of cards, and she was the wind that blew it all away. Maki Zenin became the ultimate anomaly. A woman with no cursed energy who became the most terrifying thing a sorcerer could ever encounter.